This is question number 15 on the November 2013 higher non-calculator paper. This question simply reads, solve the simultaneous equations. So this question is effectively telling you what it is, and straight away in your mind you're thinking, you know what it is, you're thinking back to the methods that you've used in class, and they're standard methods for solving these types of equations. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to always name the equation, so equation 1 and equation 2. And I need to make a decision as to which of the letters, the variables x or y, I'm going to get rid of. And I'm going to decide on the y's. And there's no particular reason for it. I could have chosen the x's, but I know how I have a good idea of how this is going to work out. And I always choose the second letter, or the letters where there's plus and minuses, because I know later on what I might need to do. So I'm going to times all of equation 1. So all of this equation here, I want to get rid of y's, so I'm going to times by the number in front of y in the other equation. So because that's a 3 there, I'm going to times all of equation 1 by 3. I'm going to write down what I'm going to do to equation 2. I'm going to times all of equation 2 by what's in front of the y in equation 1. So there's equation 1, and I'm going to times it by 4. Okay, I know why I've done that once I actually do it, and it should be more apparent. So all of equation 1 times by 3, that's going to be 3 times 3 is 9x, plus 4 times 3 is 12y, is equal to 5 times 3 is 15. Then I'm going to times all of equation 2 by 4. So 4 times 2 is 8x, minus 4 times 3 is 12y, and 9 times 4 is 36. So these are two new equations. I'm going to call those 3 and 4. And at this stage, once you've gotten the numbers in front of one of the variables the same, and that's why I times by 3 and 4. So because I wanted to get rid of y, they're both 12y. At this stage, I'm going to stop. Remember, stop. If they're same, you take away. If the signs are opposite, you plus. If they're the same, you take away. If they're the opposite, you plus. If I look at y's, which is what I want to get rid of, they are opposite. So I am going to plus. So I'm going to do equation 3 added to equation 4. 9x plus, so if I put it here, 9x plus 8x is 17x, plus 12y added to minus 12y is going to be 0. They're going to cancel each other out. And 15 add 36 is, well, 5 add 6 is 11, carry 1, 2, 5, that's 51. At this stage, I've got 17x is equal to 51. I've gotten rid of the y's. There's only one letter in this equation, so it's pretty straightforward to solve. I need to divide by 17, and I'll have x is equal to 51 divided by 17, and I know for a fact that that's 3. If you're not sure about it, you could write down several 17s and add them up to see how you can get to the number that you want, 51 in this case. What I need to do with this 3, I'm not done yet. I need to work out the value of y. So I need to use this x equals 3, put it back into one of the original equations, and work out what y is. And if I look at the original equations, I'm going to choose the first one because there are no negatives in there, and I want to try to avoid that, any errors that come up with negatives. So I've got 3x plus 4y is equal to 5. If I move this up a bit, I know that x is equal to 3, so I'm going to do 3 times 3 plus 4y is equal to 5. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 4y is equal to 5. I need to get rid of that 9. Remember, that's positive 9 because there's no sign in front of it. That's positive 9 because there's no sign in front of it. So I'll take away 9 from this side. I've got 4y is equal to minus 4. I need to get rid of that 4, and just as I did before, I'm going to divide by 4. Y is equal to 4 divided by 4 is 1, minus 4 divided by 4 is minus 1. So what goes into my answer space are x equals 3 and y equals minus 1. And that's it. This is a pretty straightforward simultaneous equation, and if you are familiar with this topic, you should be able to do all of this and near enough get full marks in it. Make sure you can, make sure you do try it, and make sure you do aim to get full marks in this type of question.